Hey there.
Hey, welcome. Come right in.
Thanks.
You are in for a treat today. You're gonna meet some of our team members here at Wedio, so welcome.
So what is Wedio?
At Wedio, we help ambitious content creators access film gear. We do that by running a gear sharing community where our members safely can rent and rent out gear between each other. So think an Airbnb of professional film gear.
How does it work?
It's pretty simple. So as a lender, you can earn some extra cash by renting out your equipment to other creatives while you're not using it. And as a renter, you can access gear at affordable prices and with global coverage.
How many team members does Wedio have?
Today we have 15 team members and we are growing every year.
How many members does Wedio have in the community?
Today we help more than 100,000 monthly guests and have more than 12,000 members. And yeah, also growing, but daily.
How many listings can you choose from at Wedio?
Today you can choose as a renter from more than 15,000 listings worth more than £25 million.
Which business would you compare Wedio to?
I would compare it to a similar business like Airbnb.
So where's Wedio based?
We're based here in Aarhus, which is a city here in Denmark, but we also have representatives in all our active regions.
How do you guys make an impact?
We are here to make both social and environmental impact. Social impact because we enable stories that wouldn't have been told otherwise. And environmental impact because we believe in a future where no filmmaker will own a camera. Today there's just way too much gear gathering dust on a shelf, and we are here to have a goal of making sure that every piece of equipment is being used 10 times more than it is today. Making sure that gear is used to create stories, not gather dust on a shelf.
So where's it available?
We are currently available mostly in the UK and in Denmark, but every day we help renters access gear across the world.
Are there any criteria for joining Wedio?
Yeah, we welcome all ambitious content creators to join our community.
Oh, hi Nico. What else do you guys do other than renting?
We also have a learning universe where creators can get knowledge and become better at what they do. And we also offer a subscription service where people can pay monthly to get access to any piece of equipment.
Is there a fee to use Wedio?
Yes, there is a 10% fee for renters and 20% for lenders.
What does Wedio do with the fees?
It helps us cover our expenses in terms of verifying people, like personal verification and document verification. It also helps us cover if anything happens with the equipment and in general operate the business.
Does Wedio have any hidden service fees?
No.
Is it safe to use Wedio?
Yes, it is safe, and safety and trust is our number one priority.
And does Wedio offer delivery?
Not at the moment, but some individual lenders do.
What if there's no equipment in my area?
You can always reach to us, just give us a call and we'll source it for you.
Okay, will the equipment be protected if I use Wedio?
Yes, all the equipment is protected when you rent through Wedio, and it both covers renters and lenders.
What is Wedio Global Coverage?
Wedio Global Coverage is gear protection for all Wedio members that rent or rent out through Wedio.
Do I need to do anything to be covered?
You need to do absolutely nothing to be covered. It will be automatically included on each rental.
So what equipment can be covered?
So basically everything camera-related equipment. Cameras, lenses, audio equipment, light equipment, even drones actually.
So where do you cover?
So basically globally, but with a few exceptions.
What listings are not covered?
So basically everything not camera-related equipment, meaning buildings, cars, boats, studios, etc.
What situations does Wedio Global Coverage cover?
So sudden damages, if you drop your equipment or anything else happens to it, voluntary parting, theft, burglary, robbery, assault, fire, storm. But however, we don't cover underwater use, normal wear and tear, and also obviously deals outside of Wedio.
What kind of pick-up and drop-off times are covered by the coverage?
So the coverage always starts at 7 p.m. the day before the shoot and ends at 10 a.m. the day after.
Am I covered if the renter does not return my gear?
Yes, you just need to let us know within 24 hours.
How do you file a claim as a lender?
You need to contact us and we'll send you the form to fill out.
Or what happens when the gear is damaged?
So usually the lender or the renter contact us. We make sure that all parties are involved. Then the lender gets a quote from a service partner on the repair cost or a replacement if it's completely damaged. The lender will be reimbursed in full and the renter will be responsible for 15% of the damage, but a minimum of £285.
What's the fee lenders pay?
Lenders pay 20% fees.
So how does verification work?
You give us your personal information, name, phone number, email, and address. Then you upload your address documentation, which states your name, address, and be no older than 3 months. And that can be utility bill or bank statement. Then you take a live selfie. You upload ID documentation, which depending on your country might be driving license, ID, or passport. And then you provide us with your social media presence.
And how long does the verification take?
Up to 24 hours, but 99% of the time it takes way less. And to speed up the process, you can always just give us a call.
Will I be notified after I'm verified?
Yes, you will receive an email and an SMS.
If something's missing from my verification form, how will I know?
First, we will always try to give you a call in case you misunderstood something and need guidance. But if we cannot reach you by phone, then we will write you an email or contact you on WhatsApp.
Why do I need to get an ID check?
Well, there are a lot of creative people out there, but not in a good way. So we need to confirm your identity and keep our platform safe.
Just one more question. I know you're busy. Is it difficult to register on Wedio?
No, it's just one click away on our website.
How do I create listings?
You just go to wedio.com, tap on your profile icon, select listings, and create a new listing. Or if you don't have time, you can always call us and we can do it for you.
How can I create a package listing?
A package listing has the same process, you just list your multiple items in the same listing.
How do I create a good listing?
A good listing has a good title and a good description that tells what is in that listing. It also has realistically looking images, it has a competitive price, and you also can play a bit with your branding, but don't overdo it.
How long does it take to create the listing?
It really takes 1 minute if the item is very popular, and you might want to play with it as long as you want if you want to make it really special.
Why is no one renting from me?
Usually it's a combination of reasons. You might be in a location that is not very popular, or you might have a price that is not popular for that location. Maybe you're using stock images, and maybe your title and description doesn't really say what is in that package.
Do you think it's better to have package listing or separate items?
It's best to have both, so you can list your individual items and also meaningful packages. Usually a camera and a lens equals 3 listings.
How do I set up the daily rental price?
You can look around the area you're based in, see what is the competition, and then it is you who evaluates how much is your gear worth.
How do you set up the replacement value correctly?
The replacement value is just an indication of how much your gear costs. You might take into account the depreciation and you can remember how much you've paid for it. But if none of this works, then you can just Google it and see what other people are charging for it.
So, how do I prepare the handout of gear?
Double check that your equipment is working as it should, is tidy, and nothing is missing from the packaging. And it's also a really good idea to take pictures and videos of state of your equipment.
What should I remember as a lender after I've rented out my gear?
Together with the renter, check that returned equipment is working properly and nothing is missing.
Okay, am I in control about what happens with my gear?
Yes, of course. It's always your decision who to rent out the equipment to, when, and for what prices.
And can I trust the renter?
If the renter is verified, then yes. Thanks. If you have doubts, please just contact us.
Do I have to take a picture of the gear?
Yes, please take pictures before you hand out your gear.
Do I need any documents from the renter?
No. Wedio has all documentation before rental starts. But if it's drones, though, you can ask for a pilot's license.
Do I need to have a receipt of the equipment?
We need to have some kind of proof of your ownership of the equipment. That's why we ask for receipts or payments of any kind to prove that you actually own the gear.
Do I have to hand over the gear to the renter specifically, or can anyone else just pick it up for them?
person that's been verified and sent you the request is responsible for the equipment during all the process. But if they want their friends, colleagues, or family members to pick up the equipment, there has to be a written agreement made.
How quickly do I get paid?
So once you receive the equipment, click that it's been completed, and then we will release your funds immediately, and you should receive it within 1 to 5 working days.
Do I have to rent my gear to a renter I don't have a good feeling about?
No, you can always decline rental requests if you have a bad feeling without any penalization.
What if I don't have time to create a listing or a profile?
Then we have lead-in program.
Oh, what's that?
You can sign up for it on Wedio or contact us directly, so we will create your profile and listings and you don't have to spend any time on it.
What if the renter doesn't return the gear on time? What does Wedio do?
If the renter returns the gear too late or after the agreed time, then they will have to pay for extra days. In cases like this, just contact us.
So what's the difference between a private and a company profile?
So you interact as a Wedio member either way. If you are a company and you're VAT verified, other members will see that you are a company, and we will also make sure that you are VAT compliant.
Do you guys charge taxes on rentals?
Yes, we do. We have to. We charge our taxes on the community fees and make sure that you're also VAT compliant on the rental itself.
What is a Prime member?
Prime members are those with an outstanding performance on Wedio, both in terms of number of rentals, but also reviews and feedback that they receive.
Wow, how do I become a Prime member?
You have to be on the platform for at least 6 months. You must have your profile completed, including your name, picture, and description. You must have your verification approved, also have at least 10 rentals, receive 10 reviews, and keep a rating above 4.5. You also must have triggered 0 cancellations in the last 6 months.
What are the benefits of becoming a Prime member?
Today you receive a badge that shows the other members that you offer an excellent service. Prime renters, they have less frictions when they try to rent expensive equipment, but this is of course only the first step, and in future we will expand the list of benefits for our Prime members.
What if I can't find gear I'm looking for?
You should contact Monica.
And why does Wedio verify renters?
To confirm the background, to know who they are, and to keep the platform safe.
How long does that verification process take?
It can take up to 24 hours, but most often it goes faster than that.
Why can it take longer sometimes to get verified?
If we're not getting all the information in the verification steps, or if we're having a hard time reaching you, it can take longer.
Am I covered for the rental as a renter?
Yes.
So what should I do before I give the gear back?
You should clean and check it.
Can I rent for just 1 day?
Yes, you just press the date that you want 2 times.
But what do I do if the lender doesn't reply?
You should contact Wedio, then we'll contact the lender, or we'll try to find a gear alternative for you.
Where can I pick up the gear?
It differs. It either at the lender's home, studio, or another chosen location, but it depends on the agreement between you and the lender.
So, Casper, what happens if I cancel the rental?
Yeah, we at Wedio know that sometimes life happens and you as a renter have to cancel a rental that has already been accepted by the lender. If that happens, you just go into the conversation with the lender and click the cancel button. But be aware that then our cancellation policy steps into place, which means that if you cancel within the first 2 hours after the lender accepts, or more than 24 hours before you have to pick up the gear, then you get a full refund. But on the other hand, if you cancel less than 24 hours before you have to pick up the gear, then you're only entitled to a 50% refund. And if for some reason you don't cancel and don't pick up the gear, that still counts as a full rental.
And what happens if I damage the gear?
If for some reason the gear breaks or something happens, you need to contact us as soon as you know there's a problem, and then we will help take you through the process. You need to be aware that our Wedio Global coverage comes with a deductible that means that you as a renter is liable for the first £285 of repair cost.
Who do I contact if I need assistance from Wedio?
Our support team is always ready to answer your questions, and you can reach them by typing into our support chat, which is available on all the pages on Wedio.
So how do I rent?
When you want to rent on Wedio, you go to the platform, type in what you need, in the location that you need it, then you scroll through the listings and find the one that really fits what you need. Then you go to that, click the dates that you want, and just hit book.
But as a first-time renter, you also have to go through a small verification process.
So Casper, how much is Wedio's service fee for renters?
For renters, we have a service fee of 10% including VAT, but that also covers our Wedio global coverage.
If I place an order, does it mean I already paid?
When you place an order, we reserve the money on your bank account. In some banking apps, that will look like the money has been charged, but it's actually only reserved. When the lender then accepts, that is when we charge the money.
Hey Daniel,
Hey,
what's a Wedio subscription?
Wedio Subscription is a pro equipment subscription service for creatives at any stage of their journey.
Wow, how does it work?
It's really easy. You just pick the equipment you want, the period of time you want to have it for, and then you just go off and use it as if it was your own equipment.
But why would you subscribe?
It makes sense to subscribe when you don't have quite the right budget to get the gear you deserve.
Can you give me an example?
Sure, so if you wanted to subscribe to £3,000 worth of equipment, the subscription cost would only be £200 a month. And the great thing is that that equipment could easily earn you that over the space of a month if you rent it out.
Where's subscription available?
Wedio Subscription is currently available in the EU, and we hope to get it available in the UK and US soon.
Is there a binding period?
There's no binding period with Wedio Subscription. You can keep equipment for as little as 1 month, which is the perfect amount of time to get to know a camera or a piece of equipment. But it's also a great way to have equipment ready for one of the projects that take you a little bit longer to complete.
Can I then purchase the subscribed gear?
Absolutely. You can always purchase equipment outright through a Wedio Subscription. And the great thing is that every penny that you put towards buying and renting out and paying your subscription can be used against paying it off.
What if the product I want isn't on the Wedio platform?
If the product you want isn't available on the Wedio platform, it's a good idea to get in touch with the team. Our partners are often able to work miracles for us.
When should I subscribe instead of buying?
It makes sense to subscribe when you don't have the budget to get the gear that you really need and really will take your projects to the next step.
When should I subscribe instead of renting?
If you find yourself using the same equipment over and over again, it makes more sense to subscribe to it. At the end of the day, renting is great, but if you find that you're using the exact same equipment over and over, it just makes sense to have it with you more often.
But how does it differ from leasing?
Leasing agreements typically hold you for a very long period of time, 3 years, maybe more, and they really don't allow you to rent out the equipment. Upgrading is always tricky as well, and there's often a lot of fees associated.
Wow. Can I switch the subscription to different gear?
Absolutely. At the end of one subscription, you can upgrade to a newer model.
But can I make money on subscribing and lending out the gear too?
Absolutely. In fact, we encourage it. As soon as you subscribe to equipment, we'll make sure that your profile has the listing ready so that you can start renting out if you decide to.
But if I rent out the subscribed gear, am I covered on another platform?
Unfortunately not. We take security very seriously at Wedio, and we can only cover the rentals that you make within our community because those are the people we've vetted.
Is the gear on Wedio subscription insured?
Absolutely. Wedio subscription gear is always covered by Wedio's global coverage.
So what condition is the gear in?
Most Wedio gear is brand new, but occasionally we have used units that we put out at a discounted price, so it's a great way of picking up a bargain.
If you have a subscription and you break the gear, what should you do?
In the case of any damage, you would just follow our normal procedure for a rental if there was a damage on set. Just get in contact with us and we'll tell you what the next steps are.
And when does the subscription begin?
Subscription begins right after your first payment. We'll make sure the equipment is dispatched to you as soon as possible.
How can I cancel and return my subscription?
Just let us know after you've completed a subscription period and we'll send you a return label. It's as easy as that.
And should I keep the original boxes?
It's always a good idea to keep the original boxes, whether it's that you decide to return the equipment to us or you want to keep the value of your equipment as high as possible.
Oh, hey.
Hey,
What are Wedio's values?
at Wedio, we share 3 major values. We are ambitious, we care, and we are trusting. As an example, if you as a member reach out, you don't meet a chatbot. You meet a person who's always ready to help you out.
What's Wedio's mission?
Wedio is not about gear. As we see it, gear is just a tool that enables what really matters, the stories. And therefore, we are on a mission to keep great stories alive. We achieve this by facilitating the sharing of knowledge, services, and tools in order for you as a creator, craft better stories. And we don't stop until we are the #1 community for ambitious creators.
I'd love to know, what makes you call Wedio a community?
We call ourselves a community because of 3 major aspects. First of all, we are focused. We focus on only serving ambitious content creators. And second of all, we educate. We invite the best members to host masterclasses. And thirdly, we are transparent. We don't hide. We share our members' stories. We share our members' projects. We help each other out.
Is Wedio a rental house?
No, we are a gear sharing community.
Does Wedio own any equipment?
No, we don't.
So how do you pronounce Wedio? And what does Wedio mean?
Wedio, and it's taken from creating videos where it's not just one video, it's us, it's we with the W, the community that together creates Wedio. So we create videos.
What benefits do I get for being a Wedio member?
You get dedicated member support. You also get easy and affordable access to gear. And then you get to become a part of a creative community where you can learn and be inspired by others.
But what are the differences between Wedio and other platforms?
We're personal, so we can assist you with your onboarding process into Wedio. We can also help create your listings if you're short on time. And then again, the dedicated member support. We also help educate our members through various articles, videos, and masterclasses. And then we're pretty focused on helping ambitious creators within the filmmaking and photography industry.
When should I rent instead of buy?
When you have a lot of different gear needs for different projects, then we could tailor make each gear package for that specific project that you're doing. Or if you have a project with a short time frame, then you can rent it from 1 day up to 3 months. Or when you want to try out a specific product, then you can rent it before you buy or subscribe to it.
Hey again, where can I meet Wedio team members?
Oh, you can meet us at our office in Aarhus, Denmark, or you can run into our UK team member Daniel running around London.
Can I use Wedio when I'm under 18?
The short answer is no. There are some legal and liability reasons why that is not possible. But if you can get someone like a parent or a friend to take the responsibility, they can sign up through Wedio, go through the verification process, and you can rent through their profile. If something happens, they are then fully liable for any damages that occurs. And some lenders also reserve the right to not hand over the equipment to people that are not the ones booking.
Which locations are you mostly active in?
Currently, our most active markets are Denmark and the UK, primarily based around London. But we will also do our best to help our members find the gear they need wherever they need it.
Hey.
Hey.
So how can I do more with Wedio?
So you can rent out, subscribe and learn with Wedio, but we are always open to hear more ideas from our members about potential improvements, and we are always open to collaboration. We are looking for instructors for our masterclasses, and we can always co-create social and written content.
What kind of masterclasses do you do?
So we produce masterclasses for our Wedio Academy, which is an educational universe with all kinds of free resources, from articles, templates, LUTs, presets, and the masterclasses.
And how can I expand my network using Wedio?
So you can expand your network using Wedio by renting and meeting creators in unexpected ways.
So how did Wedio get started?
I used to work as a filmmaker myself. But back then, I actually had to say no to a job offer because I couldn't access the needed gear. It was just too expensive. And then I had to write my master thesis, and then I decided to write about Wedio to figure out, is there an intent for use a concept like this if it existed? And luckily enough, I found out that that's definitely something creators they needed. But back in 2018, I couldn't do that myself, so I reached out to Morten, where together we co-founded Wedio. And half a year later, Kasper, our CTO and technical co-founder, joined the team. And in November 2018, we all quit our jobs, and 1 month later, we launched Wedio.